And following we have the in front of me now is Torr Head. It's an old Coast Guard place. No need for things like this now with spy satellites and stuff. Before spy satellites and all that, just before you get here too, it's not on the map, but it's on Google Maps. But before you get here, it's not as old, but after World War II, the Cold War, but a hay fever sneeze coming, hay fever sneeze. There's usually two, not all. Once the Cold War started, the Americans built a listening base on the hill behind us, and you can pass the listening base before you come here, but it's on a farmer's land now, and it's all full of cow shite. It's thick and cow shite, but there's no windows or nothing on it, so you can't walk right. If you don't mind walking cow shite, you could try, like, but still sort of private land. I passed the wee road there before I realised it, because it's not signposted. But when you're coming to Torr Head, if you put Torr Head in the satellite or in the sat nav, it'll bring you past that American listening base. But I say it's not signposted. You see it in the field, and you'll see where the anchor points and all, where they had radar masts and stuff. But there was no need for it. After they also had, Americans had a listening base too above Dungiven, and you can access that better. It signs on dangerous curves. Might go up there sometime. Haven't been up there in years. Used to go up the motorbike. Very steep hill up. But satellites done away with that. Spy satellites, they didn't need the listening bases. Well now, honey, a wee bit of hill climb here now, pet. Torr Head. The name Torr is local Gaelic, meaning a mound, a large mass or last pile. The oldest Coast Guard station on the headland was built in 1822 and acted as a large signal station for shipping. This site is privately owned and not open to the public. Access is possible with permission of the owner. So the old Coast Guard station on the headland was built in 1822 by Larson. So I thought that was the only thing up. But the ones up there, you can get on it, like. People just go on it. So they're trying to say that you're supposed to get permission. The larger ruin on the left hand side, as you travel on the road towards the headland, is one time accommodation for the Coast Guards when off duty. The Coast Guard accommodation was burnt by the Irish Republican Army in the Irish War of Independence in 1922. They burnt everything down, like. They came out as far as here, they burned that down now. For fear of being used to build British auxiliaries. They used that excuse for everything. All the big private houses, and like you could argue that in World War II, that the British Army, Air Force, Americans, they did take over all the big houses. So the argument they always had about the IRA burning everything down was to stop them being used by British for troops and all. But that's a wee bit like the argument of putting height barriers in every car park to keep gypsies out. If you don't have any height barriers, the gypsies can only take up about 10 car parks, but instead of that you put height barriers in every single one. So you go around and burn thousands of houses, thousands of buildings, in case the British might occupy 10 of them. At the end of the day, they just wanted to destroy what was British. Look at this ceramic pot out here. It must have a wee history or something. Willow! History, Willow! Now of course, Willow hasn't taken a drink of water. She's not going to last. I can do nothing. All I can do is try. I'll try it. She might take a drink when she comes back down here. See, that's here now, the coronavirus. That's alright, spring loaded. So there's the old handrail there. I'm sure that wasn't put on for tourists. That was put on for the Coast Guard. So bear in mind, when the one storms get up, it's going to be stormy here. Them boys are coming, big duffel coats on them, whatever they were, hanging on that rail, not seeing where they're going. I've been around Torr Head and Portrush. I'll tell you, it gets bad in a storm. And if you start wandering off, I don't know if they would get snow and all the blizzards here too in the winter, wouldn't they? So you need a wee handrail to hold on to. It probably was a Victorian tourist attraction. No sign of that American base here. They're up there. If you look up in that hole there, let me see if I can see the area else. You got that wee bump there, and it goes up about there. That's the American listening base. They still got an antenna. So, when you come out of this road here, take the first road to the right and follow it. It's a wee narrow road. Brings you back out onto the coast road. And if there's no farmer about, you can take a wee peek. Well, I suppose if there's a farmer, you can ask him, but I don't know. How farmers, they're not too keen. If you're an American tourist or something, tell me your uncle worked there. Probably no problem getting on. But if you're local, I think you're after trying to steal his quad bike or something. You don't want you on the land. All the views now. Lighthouse. That's Rathfarnham Island. That's Rathfarnham Island out there. There's a lighthouse flashing. There's a 2 or 3 lighthouses in Rathfarnham Island. I know they've definitely got 2. There might be 3. See, I'm just looking at the scenery wall to get my breath back. I'm not out of breath yet, but I'm really far off it. Since I got the COVID last October, my lungs haven't been the same. There's a couple of fence posts there. Ah, you're fine a poo, Wallow. You're fine a poo. As long as you don't go eating it. Maybe Wallow snuffing these poos. People might look and see it next to the poo and blame her for doing it. I have video evidence here, it wasn't her. There's a wee building up there now. There's lots of wee coast guards places about the place. But that was used for signalling. They flash a light or what? Suppose you've got 2 ships in the sea. They can't see each other because of the horizon. Could a light reach there? Or is it radio? Probably radio. But that looks an old building down there. That looks like it's been there before radio signals. 1800s and so on. With Italian. First radio signal in the world was between Ballycastle and Rathfarnham Island. It was an Italian boy. The British put up a big offer of money. They want this new communication. And whoever could do it got the pot of money. And what was his name? It's not Martello. What's his name? Oh, he done an Italian boy anyway, but he was working for the British at the time. He wasn't working for the British, he was living in Britain. And he took on the challenge. And he invented the radio signal. Morse code, wasn't it, he invented? Wallow this way, how you doing? Wallow! It wasn't a walkie-talkie, it was Morse code. Beep, 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 dot, dash, all up there. The British had a big empire. And they needed to stay in touch with the empire. After that, then they started laying the cables. And the cables the whole way to Australia. Come on, Wallow. There's a place in Cornwall, a wee building like a coal house. And inside it, all the cables came from all over the world. And it was disguised to be crap looking building so it wouldn't be sabotaged. See, I like that there. I like that. The ruin there is long enough. You can see it originally was plastered and we'll have to investigate that. There's a type of ruin I like here. Because if you go to National Trust, look at the toilet. Look at the toilet. Right. Mine's ours sat in that, But the wee bit now the toilet roll hung up. Where'd they hang the toilet roll up? No wee nail. Wee bits of paper. We got the newspaper and tore it up into wee bits. Look at the wee lights and all. It's worth coming to see that alone there, like. And like it was all painted. It was all painted, like. No, they just didn't just put a plank of wood, like. It was all nicely whitewashed. Made it look all nice. You see the concrete starting to bust. If they didn't know when they built this, the concrete was going to bust. That paint there's probably the original stuff with the lead in it. Oh, no health and safety them days. You didn't want it to rot. That wee coal house there. Could have been Peter's, I think, in here. I don't know, you wouldn't really know if there's coal or what in there. There's no planks of wood. Normally you have wee planks of wood going across to hold the coal back, wouldn't you? Oh, that's how we would have done it. Maybe a bit of turf. Now there had to be a bit of turf going back 100 years, would it? We've been keeping turf in here, look, a big piece of turf. So the last time it's been used in it was turf. But like, I would say even when this place closed down, you had a good house there, like. I would have kept on living there, like, wouldn't I? There's rainwater. Hey, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. That's to catch the rainwater. So they probably use that for drinking. That's the overflow. So whenever the tank filled up to there, all the water from the roof came down in there. There's pipes. So there's pipe to the house. Well, don't go down there, Pet. Don't go down. Look at that, there's dodgy there, okay. That was used, like. So why did they have to go down there for? The wee path. There must have been a reason why. Like that cost money to make. The boys had to go the other way. Why would they have went down there? Well, we'll head back in here, right? There's an anchor point. The anchor's open down. Oh well, there's what's left of the gate. The doorway's bricked up. There now, look, World War II here. There's a wee bit of World War II. They put on a wee bunker here. You need to watch it's not too level, because sometimes they were, you know. They didn't get much whitewash for the roof. Suppose they don't want it too bright, do they? There's wee bits of metal left. Probably have wee things just close that off. The thing is, they wouldn't worry about closing it off here. That wee hole's been made after, you see it's been chiselled out. So whatever they used it for, it's warm in here now. It's warm in here. Top half's painted white, the bottom half's raw. You're not going to get up there, what are you? There's an odd bit of metal there. You need to check everything out, Paul. You need to check everything out. I said one thing you would have walked along there, but they put this up. What's that up for? That's going from that room. Right? There was windows there. That's a window. So that's why they came out to have a wee look outside if I getting wet. How doing? Come on out, we're around this side. More to investigate here, Pet. There's more to investigate. I'd be handy up inside that water tank, wouldn't it? That water tank's warm to touch. In the sun today. No anchor point. But they put barge buildings in. I don't want to hold a barge building. There's a bit of a wall here. That's been laid for a wall or a path. But then that could be older than this building. There's a wee thing on the tab for a wee light or electricity cable. The windows has got the wee curve underneath, so they knew about that way back then. Stop the water coming in. Well, I'm on in here now. Let's go into the grand entrance now. Look at that, boys, look. There's no ties. We had them in our houses away in the bathroom. Wooden floor. The data rail's done in plaster. So originally they were just painted the wall. And then later on they put wood paneling on here. Make it a bit more cozy. So there's the wood paneling going on there. Probably make it a wee bit warm. There's not wood paneling, they put a fibreboard on. See, that was shit out stuff there. Wood paneling on the end wall. Wee fireplace and all there. But for the size of the room, that size of window, this would have been a nice wee place to be like. Yep, that's a very big window for this size of room here. What's that boxing on there? It's just a big solid beam. It's a very solid beam. Would that have been a bookcase? A wee built-in bookcase really. That's why the wood's behind. Make it fancy. Well, I'm in here, Pet. Look at the face. I'm in here. I haven't gone too far. You panic, Pet. You panic. Don't you be doing nothing stupid now, well. That's got rails. I think you want the rails with it. Not on that side. You see here, the date will stop with a built-in cupboard there. So that there, well, this was plastered. That was always, the whole way across here was, no, that's not there. A bit of metal on the floor. Well, it's hard to work out exactly what they had. Somebody's put a pen up there. Big bolt going through the wall there. They got electricity in later. Big conduit. Probably terrified when I got that on. Felt a bit like witchcraft. There's another one of them beams there. With rails. But see, they had the accommodation down below. They didn't have to actually live in here. Why would you want them beams with the holes in them? There's here shelves there. That's why I was thinking more like bookshelves. Did a lot of reading in them days. But that looks like it had a rail. I see, that's like a rail. That's been out wrong later. Big hook. I wonder why they hung up that hook there. Hey, whatever it is, they hung something up in that hook there. Look at that there. They had a range in there. See the tiles behind? So that had a cooking range on it. Oh, then one to each side. This was a luxury building. You're up in this windy hole up here, but you had your comforts like. The kettle would be on the boil there all the time. It's a nice wee warm room here. Putting the peat in it. The range is there, but you can't get it floor down. You would think they would bring the concrete out a bit. It's tiles here. So we have a sink, you know, you'd have the sink right here with the tiles out, wouldn't you? But they've had a bit of a kitchen. You see here now, where they walk out and look out, see what's happening outside. That would have been wonder wall round. Hey, we ladder up on the roof. Steps going up there. More bits on that one. So there might have been steps there, I took it away and they built that anyhow. This is worth coming to see here. Hooks again up on the wall. But like originally them buttons went on. There's a skirting board there. There's the colours you paint. Pink. It must have been a bedroom sometime. I'd say like whenever they stopped in a coast guard, it's probably one lived in it as a house. There's a housing shortage. See that alcove there looks like it kinda, I don't know, there was something on it. See where the skirting board along the top has been cut? There was a wooden drum going around this, wherever that was. The skirting board was in. See that shell comes out wide there, you think it's a wee TV maybe? Maybe they get into the TV age. Got a wee TV up in there, black and white thing. There's the wonder frame or something. Yeah, a bit of electricity. Wee modern sea, look, they're on the must have heard about global warming for this place then, they've got the draft proof strips and all now. And another thing, they hold a cable. Tighten the cable. Look at that gutter there, like, what would you not pay for a down pipe like that? Cast iron. What a dear wee thing. All this here now for a job for climate. I'll probably get the coronavirus now. Would have had a handrail originally. Going down might be harder. Oh, your flat felt roof there. How you doing?
Well,
Is that for the Christmas tree?
must be.
Now power lines. Now the water tank. These are chimneys. Where's my Willow gone now? Where has she gone? Willow! Willow up here! Willow! Hey! Willow up here! Silly. Look up! Hey! Hey! Willow! Hey! Willow! Hey! Oh dear, I'm coming down shortly, pet. I'm looking at a wee bit of history. Now you hold on there. Not be too long. Oh, there's a wee harbour down there too, well. That's private. There, the sun's setting. The sun's about to set, well. This is all cast concrete. So here's the chimney pots now again, huh? Thanks. Santa Claus went down them. Oh, full up with crap. Oh, look at that one there, you see the whole way down. 4 chimney pots in this one. That one there's only got one there. You think it was more than one, wouldn't you? There's one coming up there to this vent. I wonder was that drawing air in? Air's going in that way to feed the stove. And then the heat came out there. Now, if air would have been drawn in there, that's a vast one there. That would have held that antenna there. A wee hole there and went up. So then you would have like the cables coming out of that, radio cables or whatever. You can see a bit of a line there. The telegraph wires. So that wee World War II bucket thing's a wee add-on. I'm coming down now, honey. I'm coming down. Hold on. Well, at the ground this side. You see, it's okay for all to eat grass and all. Look at that there, boys. You know what? It mightn't look the best. I'm going down that backwards. I am going down this backwards. Might be very manly, but them boys had a handrail. And they walked down that forward. It was never designed for it. You need to be used to working on a ship to go down these steps. That's what. But in saying that, they're solid. The sides are a wee bit thin, but these bits are solid. So they knew the stuff back then, like they knew they're next to you. Water. Look at the bracket on there. That there's not a down bracket. That must be an all type of aerial. Look at the size of that. Well, there's a. You know what that was? That'd be a flagpole. Every government building had it. Look at the diameter. That's hot. That could have been the amount for a big flagpole. Whenever the Queen's birthday, King's birthday came, they had to fly a flag, didn't they? Well, that is interesting there, Pet. Them all ones, Pet, are way down them steps. I wonder where they're going to end up. You see, bearing in mind the one that came out here. Stay there, Pet. The one that came out here. Look. Circle. Circle. So the one that didn't always come out here. This was something else. And there's bits of metal here. Looks like there's no damp-proof course put on there. It's just set on top. That's been an afterthought there, well. There's the original property's wall. I'm thinking that circle there might have something to do with the war as well. But they had a wee gun on there. A wee railway gun on there. And then once the war ended, they extended this. Because why would you build this? Why would you build this? It's a circle. The troops can come up here. So that circle will be a complete circle, but this wall's on top of it. That there's like stone and rubble. That there's brick. So this circle's built out of stone and rubble. Whatever they found. That thing, that's the original stone wall there. That would be cast concrete. Oh, this big thing here. Has to hold a cable tight. So what cable do you hold tight? Where's it going to? Can you imagine some in the army posted out here? They had a handy time, hadn't they? Sitting out here looking at that all day. Compared to the ones in D-Day now, you still had some people sitting back here. Well, I think that's enough of history for you here. But I'll tell you what, Pep, this is worth for coming day. I was here years ago, but I've forgotten about a lot of it. I have forgotten about a lot of it, so I have. Well, let us stay. Like, see, there's bricks there too. You gotta try and, you know, it wasn't all covered in weeds back then. There's an old tie down point. See, you would have had the big antenna up the top. These are probably cables running up to steady the antenna. And them tie things there so you can tighten them. Bear in mind it was just an aerial. But they only had one toilet. They didn't have to worry about disability toilets or unisex toilets. It's a bucket. They had a bucket. You had to wait your turn. And the thing is, after all this time, that wood hasn't rotted. You buy a piece of wood now in B&Q and you stick it in the shed. It'll last no time before it rots away. You had to put on wood killer and everything else, or wood preserver. Well, we're going to watch the sunset. You're going to watch the sunset. I'd be ashamed not to watch it now, you know. I could do a separate wee video while I watch the sunset. Put a nice wee bit of music to it. But like, you've got to sit with your head the right way, because you don't sit the right way half time. And I know I'm getting like an ear or something. Them girls have been sitting here this last hour. And now when it comes to the critical moment, they're away. They came too early, you see, they came too early. How long is it going to take out the set now? There's a stile down there. You see, there could be something very important over there. There could be another wee concrete, but I'm not going to go down there where wee wall left behind. That's something we can check out later, Pet. Something else to check out later. But there could be another wee round hut or something down near the water. But I would say it's over that stile. Them boys aren't going to go down the steps all that way and walk away around there. They wouldn't have done that. Not much left of that building over there. Hey, Wallow, sunset time now. Come on, sit down here now. Yeah. We sit down, Wallow, sit down. Wallow, sit. Ah, there you go. Oh, you got a wee rest now. Push. Their breathing's going to come out over the music. The sun has now set. The battery ran out. The wind lasts for an hour. The battery lasts for an hour. I carry the battery packs with me, like, and it went and ran out just halfway through a sunset, like. Hang on here. Hang on here, boys. That's Raffin Island. That's Scotland. Look how close we are to Scotland here. Look at this camera showing up. There's the Mulligan Tower there. That's right. That is no distance away, Willow. That is no distance away. I've never seen Scotland so clear, so close. If I'd been on a ship, there's no other islands. Raffin Island, there's land out there too. That's also Scotland. You can see so much land. It's musty. It is very musty, and you can hardly see anything with this camera. But I can see the outline of land against the mist. So you've got a bulk of it over there. What a part of Scotland's that? Ireland Island. Would that be Ireland Island? Would that come down that far? There's that ship we seen there heading over that direction. Why did I not see that when I was up on the roof? Sometimes you don't see what's in front of you. I'll put this back in the wee holder now. This wee holder here. It's handy for me to hold, and the wee cushion keeps the wind noise away. Quite a wee job, that wee cushion there. Oh, I'll get up now. How did I not see Scotland sooner? Are they ever going to come back here tomorrow morning, Willow? It's probably sea fog. If we can come back before the sea fog. I'll put on Google Maps here. Google Maps will tell me what it is. Where do we see where we are? Where do you see us now? Where we are? Why is that? Now here's Google Maps now. There's that lump of land in front of us. Google Maps. There you are. Raffin Island is down there. That's Raffin Island. That's the close bit there. And the further off bit we're seeing is Islay. We're seeing Islay. Islay's down there. So you can see Islay's an island down there. Campbelltown. You used to be a boat from Ballycastle to Campbelltown. That's why. Campbelltown is not that far. Isle of Arran is away on over that way. There's another wee bit of rock sticking out there. What's that wee bit of rock there? That's camp. No, because the wee bit of rock's a lot smaller. This map. Must be that wee one there I'm seeing there. Must be that wee one. So I'm seeing this here. South End. So where's the Mulligan Tower? That should be the Mulligan Tower down there, shouldn't it? Mulligan Tower. It's not saying there. See, Google Maps. So don't always tell you what you want, you know. But like nobody lives there. That bit of Scotland is probably sheep farmers. Nobody. You're more isolated there than you are anywhere else. At least the folk in Ireland have got an airport. I went to Ireland Island once on the motorbike. Now, it might be a nice wee place if you're walking or something. No good on the motorbike. Hated it. Hated it. Couldn't get off it quick enough. Every corner had loose gravel and all. Not the loose gravel. It had signposts going everywhere, but you're never at anywhere. There'd be a circular road going round it, and there'd be wee signs pointing after left and right, but you had to walk it. You were no riding the bike down to a wee pier, or riding the bike down to a stand of stones, or you go around the circle and then you had to walk across fields and stuff like that, if I remember rightly. The petrol was expensive. One petrol station. Don't like getting ripped off, like. I didn't have to buy petrol. But that puts you off visiting. So that there is Campbelltown over there. Campbelltown looks as close as Iron Island, because it's a lot bigger. That's worth a seeing now. Oh, you've given up hope! You've given up hope! The things we discovered together, eh? We've done very little today. It's just been far too warm. I was nearly thinking of packing up today and heading home. It might actually be cooler in my house than the caravan today. Today was the warmest day in the caravan. I'm in the campsite, no sea breeze. When I was in Larne, I had to wear a jumper in the caravan them warm days, because to keep the caravan cool enough for her. The cool breeze coming in, it was too cold for me, I had to put a jumper on. Today I was sweating today, so what's it not been like for you, Pip? We'll head back down now, Pip. It's going to get dark, because we haven't actually finished our run yet. We have an all wee bit to do. See, we're meant to come sooner, but it's just too hot. It's been too hot. Come on now, Will. Oh, look at her eating the nails now. Come on, we'll go down to the car now. Willow doesn't mind about a history if it's a picnic table, but there's none here. None in the car park. There's one bun there, Will. You can wee sniff around the one bun, that's about it. But you think of it in a wee army hut there. See, the army hut was probably to protect that. But you think they'd have some wee barge balloons here too, wouldn't you? But if you had a big barge balloon, the building would stand out. There's a wee thing here, I'll stay on record, I never understand. There's a lot of French chateaus, all lying, there's too many of them. They're family bits. They all survived the war. All the big houses here. I don't remember, I never heard tell, well, you hear about all these things being burnt down by the IRA. I don't remember the Germans destroying any big house anywhere. Bletchley Park was never hit. The Muslim temple was the headquarters for the RAF. It's right on the cliff, easy to get there. Yet it was never bombed. And I always had a theory that all the officers and all were in these big houses. They must have had an agreement with the Germans. We'll not bomb your big houses if you don't bomb our big houses. So the top brass could live in their comfort. They had the big stately homes to live in. That place there has got a wee war hut. You will not get a war hut in any of these big houses. There is none in the Muslim temple. There's no signs of anything to do with World War II in the Muslim temple. After World War II, you had inheritance tax. And that Muslim temple had its roof taken off to avoid the inheritance tax and became a ruin. And that happened to a lot of big houses all around the place. But you will not find any evidence of that place going back to World War II. Why was it not a target? That place there was a target. And that's why it's got its wee hut. That wee hut's not much, but if you've got a German plane coming in, a Boer machine gun, you know, it might stop the plane coming down low enough to get a direct hit. Even if it doesn't shoot the plane out of the sky. That wee circle could be an anti-aircraft gun. The wee ones, the wee seat on it, you sit on it, you put them on ships. There could be one wee anti-aircraft gun there. And his job was just to keep the plane high enough so it couldn't get because there was nothing else to protect here. You had to get a direct hit or else, so you didn't have to over-defend it. It would be no good for Germans coming using abseil ropes or coming into that harbour. It's just basically stop the planes getting close enough to that building. And you had all these other big buildings. Stormont had barrage balloons. So Stormont was camouflaged. So it must have been a target for the Germans when they done that. But the Muslim Temple, Mount Stuart, all these big houses, none of them have any evidence of World War II. The evidence you see is the concrete laneways that the Americans now put in for the Land Rovers. And you see evidence of huts and stuff. You're not seeing no evidence of defence. They mustn't have been a target, and why not? How you doing? Some folk aren't very friendly. I never understand. I never understand how some people get together, them two as a couple. They probably have mad passion of sex every night. How did they ever meet when they can't even say hello to somebody? How did they ever get, what chat-up lines did they use? If they can't even say hello to somebody that's passing by, how did they get to talk to each other? Never understand that. I think that's enough here now, it's going to get dark. Oh, I like that, whoa! Come on now, honey. Well, you need a drink. So I take a drink now. Well, I'll drink of water. We drink of water. Right, up you go. One can, but try it.